You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. Let me give the phone to Mom for now, okay?
Okay.
You're on.
Yes, ma'am. Let's just drop this.
You're fine. I'm just going to have you face this one. I have to detain you at the moment, okay?
On July 13th, 2025, a Florida patrol officer responded to a retail theft call at a Jacksonville area store. An 18-year-old visiting from South Carolina had been detained by loss prevention after concealing merchandise in her purse. The legal questions raised by this encounter
Well, hello. Hello. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Tired.
Tired?
Since 2 in the morning.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Alright, so these are the items that she concealed into her purse. We watched her select everything and put everything into that purse. Is this her ID?
No, this is my bag. Her purse is out there.
Yeah. So they've been really cooperative. I thought that she was a minor at first, hence why the family's in here. Otherwise, they would have stayed out. But yeah, they've been really, really cooperative.
She's 18.
Yep, just turned 18. Yep. I'll let you talk to her. My printer's broken, so I've got to write the affidavit. I'm sorry.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Trying to find the daggum. Or district. Yeah. I do like 324 Lake 65 South Carolina deal. Your family.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Has she ever been in trouble before?
No, she almost got kicked out of our house by her stepdad for getting a speeding ticket. Like,
Okay.
she has been.
Do y'all live here in Florida now?
No,
or?
we're visiting my parents. We're supposed to leave tonight. I'm meeting my mom for like an early dinner.
Alright. So she's 18. This is family. They live in South Carolina, leaving tonight to go back to South Carolina. She just turned 18. Mom, correct?
Yes.
Alright. We'll read you what we call Miranda warnings. Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Having those rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what
I don't know. I
happened?
was just being really dumb. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes,
everything
go.
she asked for, put it in the buggy. Like, we were just trying to get out of my parents' house for a little bit because it's 75 degrees. And they're like, it's freezing in here. Let's go to the store. Get what you want.
Okay. So you concealed them in your purse there?
Yes, ma'am. You can look at my purse. I have
I'm
nothing.
going to. I'm going to search you too, so.
I have nothing else. I gave them everything.
Alright.
I'm not going to see anyone this time. I'm going to show you.
Yeah, let's do it. Do you have anything on your person I need to know about?
No, ma'am. I gave them everything back. I have nothing.
That's fine. I meant more along the lines of any weapons. Drugs,
Oh, no, ma'am. No, no.
Okay. Alright, I'll just have you stand right here for me. I'm just gonna get through here. Let me give phone to mom for now, okay?
Okay.
You're fraud.
Yes, ma'am. Let's just drop this.
You're fine. I'm just gonna have you face this way. Alright, so you do have to turn around and put
Am
your
I getting
hands-
arrested?
I have to detain you at the moment, okay? You have tiny wrists. I do like 324, like I have female detained. Alright. You're gonna have a seat here for me.
Am I getting arrested?
So here's the thing. You're not a resident of Florida. So I can't issue her a notice to appear because you live out of state. So she has to go to jail for it.
Can I drive here? I can
So-
drive down to go to court.
Unfortunately, no. There's some
Anytime
requirements
you
that
don't
do that.
live in Florida, you have to go to jail for the offense because our notice to appear is for, like if you were a resident here, it'd be different. Then if you don't have any criminal history, we could
Even from
just,
here to Jacksonville, I couldn't give you one of those court dates.
yeah, you have to live.
Can we use like my
So-
grandma's address or anything? I'll drive down.
If she has no priors, it's gonna just be a misdemeanor offense. I think it's a $500 bond. If you use a bonds bailsman, you just pay, I think the minimum's $100, so it'd be $100. So you could go literally right up there, she can post her bond and she'll get right back out. But she is gonna have a court date, she's gonna have to come back for court, the whole deal. So, if she was still a juvenile, it would have been honestly the same scenario because you don't
How long
live
does she
here,
stay
so-
if I don't come bail her out?
Until she bonds
Until she bonds
out.
out or time served, 30
Yeah.
days, 45 days.
So,
I can't, we need it by service, I can't just limit this to your brothers and the rest of the family. Just did something so freaking stupid.
I mean, if she has family here and they want to bond her out, pick her
No,
up, but
they're gonna disown her. They're like heavy church people.
Alright.
They're not even gonna.
you're under 21 in the state of Florida, you also cannot be.
That's not mine. That's my mom's.
Okay, it's in your possession. So I'm just telling you
Yes, ma'am, I
that
know,
you
but it-
can't have that in the state of Florida until you're 21.
Yes, ma'am, I
Okay,
know.
so it'll go to your mom,
Yes, ma'am,
but you can be issued citation for that, and that's a whole nother. I'm not going to, but just so you're aware, okay?
You have to go to jail. It is a whole process. I work in trauma. I watch these guys take people into me. It takes a long time. You have to
I would say, and I'm not just trying to be rude about it. It's just the simple fact you're not a resident here, so I have to take you. It's
We couldn't like use my grandma's address or anything to like say that.
you're not a resident. You're a resident of South Carolina, unfortunately.
So now I need to call grandma to be like, okay, well, we're not gonna meet you because your grandmother's in jail. For what? For a sunblock that you just put in a damn buggy?
Do you want purse to go to your mom?
Yes, please.
Put your glasses back in here so they don't get lost and messed up.
Yeah, but you can. I know I can. I just don't know that.
She can't have that. And I'll make sure that goes to you.
Can you please go on my phone and text her because I need to go do it?
I have other things to worry about for study.
You go ahead. 26. She's gonna be 10-15.
How long does her booking and
Our jail's
It's-
pretty quick.
Yeah,
just
it's
depends
drive
on how
time
many people are
there,
there.
and yeah, me typing up the paperwork.
It's the end
real
of
quick.
the end of the shift, so
Could she like follow us?
I mean she can.
You can't. She's still gonna have to wait until
It's probably gonna be a couple hour process.
I'd say probably about 2 hours because it's gonna take 30 minutes to get there, and then paperwork and then you get there.
Take your picture, your fingerprints.
I'm gonna take this with me. They'll put it in her property, and when she gets out, she'll get her ID back, okay?
This is gonna kill you.
The password is 8889.
And
grandma.
we are supposed to be back in 10 minutes, and then I have to go to jail for hours. What do you think? But I'm not gonna just let her sit there waiting?
That's a jail address.
Do you have any phone numbers you want her to have?
I know phone numbers better.
Okay, so you're good on that part. Okay. Will you send me a statement when you get it?
Yes.
With the time, I want to go ahead and...
Yeah, you can send her a link.
Huh?
Send her a link.
Okay.
I'll read that pretty quick.
Yeah, no, I will, but if you can just...
I'll be right back in there.
Whose bag is that?
That's not ours.
Not yours. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Let it be a lesson to learn from. We're gonna go all the way down to that next car.
So what all do we have to do?
Basically, I'm gonna take you to the jail. It's in a totally different town from here. It's about 30 minutes away. I'll work on the paperwork. They'll take your picture, fingerprints. Once you're booked in, you'll have the bond set. Mom or someone, if they want to bail you out, can come bail you out. If they choose not to do that, then you're going to have to sit there until...
Is this gonna be like on my record forever?
Will you stand by real
Do
quick
you
so I
know
fix my
if, because
seatbelt?
I'm going to school to be an elementary school teacher, it'll like affect my
Probably
career.
not.
It'll want to affect my career.
I mean, they'll probably ask you about it.
Apparently my seatbelt.
What's the difference between the two?
Felony, you can't own guns, you can't vote, you can't do a lot of things.
What is going on with this?
Use your
Is it because it wasn't a certain amount or something?
It's because you're not a resident in the state of Florida.
That's the only reason why.
Can you see if you can get that?
Whenever I get there, can I call people or do I have to
You
wait?
gotta wait till they book you in.
Then there's they have like payphones in the cell, so
They're
you can.
free in booking.
But they're free in booking, so you can make a call.
Like
for
whenever
free.
I'm waiting to get booked?
No, you just
Am I
I'll get the arrow on back here for you, okay?
It's okay. And whenever I get there, I'm going to be changed out of my clothes too. And everything changed.
But
They'll change her into like
a jumpsuit
yeah, and different
and orange
shoes.
Crocs. And you get a Florida ID if they look down jail.
All right, I'll get the air going for you in just a
I already
second.
turned it
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Send the link before you take off. Yep. You have the email, right?
Yeah.
I'll just send you this picture.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Just what I wanted when I'm tired as crap.
Let's examine the constitutional framework, concern the validity of the arrest, the adequacy of Miranda procedure, and the constitutionality of Florida's non-resident booking policy. Under Florida Statute Section 812.015, retail theft is defined as taking merchandise from a retail establishment with intent to deprive the merchant of its value. Loss prevention observed the subject selecting and concealing items throughout the store, satisfying both the actus reus and mens rea elements of the offense. Florida's merchant privilege statute, found within the same section, authorized loss prevention to detain the subject on the premises for a reasonable time pending law enforcement arrival. Probable cause for arrest was fully established before the officer made first contact with the subject. At approximately 2 minutes 29 seconds into the footage, the officer administered Miranda warnings, as required by the Supreme Court's ruling in Miranda v. Arizona, 1966. The subject acknowledged each right and voluntarily waived them, agreeing to speak. Her subsequent admission, made post-waiver, is fully admissible under that standard. The Miranda administration in this encounter was accurate, properly timed, and followed by a confirmed voluntary waiver. No procedural defects exist. The officer obtained verbal consent before searching the subject's purse and conducting a pat-down. Under the Supreme Court's ruling, in Schneckloth versus Bustamonte, 1973, voluntary consent eliminates the warrant requirement entirely. No Fourth Amendment violation occurred at any point. The most legally significant aspect of this encounter is Florida's non-resident booking policy. Under Florida Rule of Criminal Procedure 3.125, a notice to appear allows a misdemeanor suspect to be released without booking in lieu of a physical arrest. In practice, Florida officers do not extend this option to out-of-state residents because a notice to appear depends on the defendant's compellable presence in the issuing jurisdiction. A Florida resident committing an identical first-time misdemeanor with no prior criminal history would likely have received a notice to appear and left the scene without ever being booked. The subject, by virtue of being a non-resident visitor, was transported to jail for the same offense under the same statute. This policy is legally defensible, but it creates a structurally unequal outcome based solely on residency, not on conduct or culpability. An item found in the subject's purse raised a secondary issue. Under Florida Statute Section 562.11, which prohibits possession of alcohol by persons under 21 years of age, the officer declined to issue a citation, returning the item to the subject's mother. This exercise of discretion was appropriate and consistent with proportional enforcement. The arresting officer receives a grade of A-. Every procedural threshold was correctly met. Lawful detention under the Merchant Privilege Statute, valid Miranda advisement, confirmed voluntary waiver, consensual search, and a misdemeanor arrest supported by direct observation. De-escalation was consistent and effective throughout. No force was applied beyond necessary restraint. The single deficiency, disclosure of pretrial intervention eligibility, came late in the encounter, despite the subject's explicit concern about career impact. Florida Statute Section 943.0585 permits record sealing for qualifying first-time offenders, whose adjudication is withheld. Earlier mention of this pathway would have constituted more complete and responsible procedural disclosure. The subject receives a grade of C+. Cooperation after detention was full and genuine. Physical resistance was absent throughout. However, committing retail theft as a non-resident visitor created a mandatory booking consequence that a Florida resident would likely have avoided under the same statute and identical circumstances. The decision to waive Miranda without consulting counsel, while legally valid, was not in the subject's interest. 3 takeaways from this encounter. First, non-residents face structurally harsher procedural outcomes for misdemeanor offenses in Florida. An offense that resolves administratively for a local resident can result in booking, fingerprinting, and a criminal record for a visitor. Second, Miranda rights exist to protect the accused, not the state. Silence is always the safer first choice. Waiving the right to counsel before speaking creates evidentiary exposure that cannot be undone. Third, first-time misdemeanor offenders in Florida should immediately consult a defense attorney to explore pretrial intervention eligibility. Successful completion prevents permanent record entry and preserves future eligibility for sealing under Florida Statute Section 943.0585. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like discussed in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out Audit the Court for more police interaction and courtroom content.